Welcome in, Gemini. Thank you guys so much for joining me. For those of you that are new, welcome to my channel, Say It Soltero. For those of you returning, welcome back, guys. Just want to give a big shout out. Thank you so much for all of your support. Really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys. My little channel is growing. So again, thank you for supporting the channel in whichever way you do that, by subscribing or liking on the video as well. I'd love to hear from you. So feel free to always make a comment. So that being said here, Gemini, this can be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you have any Gemini placements, as always, general read, cross watchers, as always, feel free to swap energies. And this is pretty much aimed at July 14th to the 21st, but time is fluid. So whenever you click on this reading, if you're drawn in by the title, then definitely might be a message here for you today. If nothing resonates, feel free to check out some of my older Gemini readings and are another reader. Lots of great readers out there. So I'm going to dive right in here. Gemini, your first card that came out, this is from Wisdom of the Oracle, is the Higher Power. So I do feel like for a lot of you, the person that you're dealing with in love, I feel like you definitely feel like this person is your soulmate here. So I feel like for a lot of you, it looks like, you're definitely probably opening up, I feel, either to your spiritual gifts here with this Higher Power card, or just like, learning to kind of trust your intuition, opening up your mind, I feel, to new possibilities, or trying to figure out what exactly this connection is, what it means, and why you're in it, why this person was drawn to you. So I'm kind of picking up on a lot of why energy. So I love that though. So, I feel like it's great that you are opening up to that. And as well, I feel like you're spending a lot of time just kind of like, learning stuff online, possibly about, you know, spiritual stuff. So I love that. And I feel like, this person may have, pushed you into an awakening of some kind for some of you. But let's see what we get on this Higher Power card. I'm just like really drawn into, that area on her forehead. She's got the flashlight. So again, this is kind of like things, I feel like if they didn't make sense in the beginning, I feel like they're starting to make more sense now if you've been on this journey for a while. So again, each of you are going to be on a little bit of a different timeline here. So kind of, just resonate with kind of where you're at with this person. So let me see what we get on this. Spirit angels, guides, please explain why higher power is here in Gemini's energy, please. Why is this card here? Why is this card showing up with the person that they're dealing with in love? Tell me about this card. All right, so Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm really getting here, guys, I'm not sure if the person that you're dealing with maybe has some earth in their chart. They might also have some fire. The reason I say that is because the bottom of your sacred symbol deck was fire, and I don't know, it stood out to me when I was like shuffling. I always, sometimes I have the decks turned over as to the bottom of the card, near the bottom of the deck, pardon me. So I feel like there's clarity now. So I feel like, this Queen of Swords, this is you here, Gemini. The sword is above the clouds, finally getting some clarity, I feel, on why things were working, and then now why this person is held back. So I feel like you have an understanding that yes, this person is moving towards you. This situation is moving extremely slow, but the Knight of Pentacles, I feel, is like slow and steady. So I feel like for a lot of you, if you're definitely identify being on your, kind of like your awakening journey here, your healing journey, whatever journey you might be on here. And again, I feel like this is taking you a while here, to kind of figure stuff out. So I feel like this Knight of Pentacles is like, it's been a slow burn is really what I want to say here. So it's taken, I feel like, a while for you to kind of get to kind of a good place. So, I feel like initially this person obviously probably really triggered you. You had a lot of things to deal with, a lot of things possibly that were coming up for you, like just emotionally. So I feel like, you finally have gained some clarity here. I feel like you've worked really hard to get where you are. So for some of you, this might also be opening up your spiritual gifts for sure, 100%. So if you identify with that, but the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like also I want to say that I feel like you've really shown up, I feel, for this person. I feel like you have put in a lot of time and effort, and I feel like for a lot of you, you're not necessarily, with this person, but I feel like you're holding space in your heart for this person, or this, hoping that this situation, you and this person come together at some point, like everything, all of those puzzle pieces finally fitting together. And I feel like, you're kind of, holding space for this person for them to do that. And I love that, because I feel like that's what you should be doing here. Just, they have to figure their own shit out. They're on their own journey, right? So you can't do it for them. I mean, I feel like we'd love to, especially being an empath, we love to like help other people and like be there for them and show up for them. But I feel in this case, I've, in general in life, I want to say that this person needs to, you've kind of like done the work. You're still doing your own work here on yourself. And I feel like, this person, I feel like you wanted to show up for them, or at least let them know that you're there for them. Even if they're not like really in your life 100%, or like, if you don't hear from each other that often. But I feel like it was important for you to let this person know that you are there for them always, like, regardless of what the status is of your relationship. So I do love that. And I feel like that may have been very important to you, to let this person know that. And I feel like now you understand why this person's holding back, like what the issue is here, why they're holding on to, this old life, why they're kind of like refusing to kind of move forward, I feel right now. So I feel like you are in a pretty good headspace here, Gemini. Again, for some of you, I feel like it's definitely been a long journey. I'd be surprised to see if we see the Ten of Wands come out on your side. So this person could definitely have Earth, like I mentioned already, and air in their chart, and or fire energy. That's kind of what I'm getting right now. But let's see if we can get some information on your person here. Tell me about this person for Gemini, this person that they're dealing with in love, spirit. The soulmate card, please, for Gemini. So we have the Nine of Pentacles coming out, more earth energy, the Sun, the Tower, Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups. All right. I feel like possibly for some of you, maybe this person was not 100% available in the past. So I feel like for some of you, this may have been, kind of shocking news. Sometimes the sun can be an illumination. So this definitely may have caused a tower moment for you, that this person wasn't necessarily as available as they maybe made themselves out to be. For others of you, I feel like, this can also really indicate, I can go the reverse way, saying that this person, I feel like you may find out that this person is now available. So take it how it resonates here. Again, I can flip it either way, but I feel like for a lot of you, this is what the news is going to be that you're going to hear. So I feel like you are going to hear from this person soon, this Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is somebody that's going to come rushing in. So I feel like if you have not heard from this person, I feel like you are going to hear from them soon. And, he's pretty frantic on this horse. So I feel like this person, there definitely might be some energy of them feeling a little bit of pressure, I feel. And I don't mean pressure from you. I mean like pressure. I feel like this person may have been if they have been tied up in some entanglement in some way, shape, or form, I feel like this person, like you're the first person I want to tell that they're out of this entanglement, because I feel like this person, feels like there's a small chance, I feel like, that you may lose them. I feel like this person knows that you really do love them, or that you really do love them, Gemini. But again, I feel like, they've been waiting to rush in and tell you this, really rush in and tell you, um, that they do care about you here with that Knight of Cups, that they really do have love for you. So I love it. I feel like, this is what is about to transpire here in the next little bit. So I do feel like you are going to hear from them. And I feel like the sun in this, in this setting between these cards really just talks about illumination. So I feel like you might also find out as well that this person, that was why they were holding back. So this person, you may have an honest conversation with them, or they may kind of come clean finally, even though I feel like most of you here, Gemini, I feel like your intuition was telling you this the whole time, that that was possibly the reason why this person was holding back on you, and maybe not, so this definitely has like a little bit of third party in there. I'm not gonna lie here, guys, but I feel like this person is being called to, you know, take a new path. So this is the judgment card here, is this person being woken up. So I feel like this person may also finally understand this connection with you as well here, Gemini. Yeah, look at that. We have the Emperor underneath. Emperor, the Hermit, Lovers, Four of Wands. So I love it. So I feel like that's what's kind of coming towards you here, Gemini. So I don't know if I really want to, maybe I'll ask about how you feel about this person. How does Gemini feel about this person? How does Gemini feel about this person, Spirit? What are Gemini's feelings here? And I do feel like, you really do deeply love this person. I feel like you have a lot of feelings for them. So there's that fire energy, King of Wands coming out. All right. So you have the Moon here, 10 of Cups, and 7 of Wands. So yeah, I feel like, you really do see ever after with this person, or that's really what you were hoping for. But definitely, I feel like for a lot of you, you definitely had like an, not so great ending with this person at some point. And I feel like for a lot of you, I feel like this person, if they kind of came across in the past, I feel like how you may have met this person initially definitely could have been like, an attraction thing, like a small, casual kind of meeting, I want to say. So I feel like for a lot of you, it probably definitely started out that way, but, then feelings developed at some point here. And I feel like this saga has been continuing on for a while. Um, but I do feel like, that's this person is finally, I feel like, coming forward and kind of revealing their feelings. So in your feelings here, Gemini, let's just reiterate, you have the King of Wands. So definitely I feel like, I feel like you've been pretty bold. I feel like this person definitely knows how you feel, and obviously a lot of passion, a lot of love I feel for this person. And like I mentioned, that 10 of Cups, really wanting that happily ever after. And then with the Moon card, there's a certain amount of, I feel like this person's been pretty mysterious. I feel like this person has not been like 100% forthright with you here, Gemini. And I was picking up on that, that energy even over here. So, yeah, so I feel like now, there's a little bit of, you know, like if this person shows up, I feel like there's going to be a little bit of questioning, like, hey, can I really trust this? Like, is it really going to get off the ground this time? Is this, the real deal? Like, is this person really ready? Have they done the work? So you're going to need to answer that for yourself here, Gemini, because you know your person better than I do. But with that 7 of Wands, I feel like this is really, 7 of Wands to me is kind of like, um, you know, putting in the time and effort, like being determined. So I feel like for a lot of you, you have been showing up. I feel like I mentioned earlier, I feel like this person knows that they can rely on you. I feel like this person knows you're solid here, Gemini. That's really what I want to say. Like you're not somebody, I feel like this person trusts you now. So I feel like you have built up your trust with this person. And that definitely could have been, as well, something triggering for this person in the past, that they just, weren't really interested in a commitment and a little bit flaky on the outside. But I feel like, you've kind of penetrated this person's heart here, Gemini. And again, I feel like you have not given up. So 7 of Wands to me as a reader, I mean, everybody kind of reads it a little bit differently. It can also mean, drawing a line in the sand. But I feel like, in this case. Definitely, I feel like you've been determined, and not really given up, hope in this situation with this person. So I like it. I just feel like with the moon, I feel like that, there's like a little bit, a smidge of uncertainty here. I feel like on your part here, Gemini, like, can I trust this person this time, especially if they, hurt you in the past, you know. So I feel like, really the advice here in this situation, see how they show up, be an observer, see what they have to say, I feel. And then you're going to have to make, your own judgment whether or not you feel like this person is 100% ready. I don't feel like there's any doubt here in how you feel here, Gemini. I just feel like, I feel like a lot of you are going to be pretty happy, to kind of finally hear some words or hear these words from your person here. So again, I'm just, just I feel like there's going to be, this person's going to need to show up and be pretty consistent. I feel for you to kind of like drop your guard here. So, because this can also be you kind of like building this little, I just feel like it's a small fence, a small fence around your heart here, Gemini. Small, it's not the 10 of wands, or it's not the 9 of wands where, they're like super high, right? Like they're only anyway, I don't usually say that on that card, but I feel like, I don't know, it's out. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Gemini. I hope this reading helped in some way, shape, or form. You may notice I only drew a couple of oracle cards this time. I'm trying to like make the weeklies a little bit shorter. So, I'm going to still try and like focus on the main things that you guys want to know. If there's anything specific that you'd like me to ask, feel free to, like in my readings or include, feel free to write me a comment. The monthly reading will still be close to, 20 to 30 minutes, but yeah, I'm trying to shorten up the weeklies for sure. So, especially it's summer here where I am in the northern hemisphere. So I would, try to, I'm trying to get outside a little bit, and I also have a full-time gig. So I do this in my spare time for you guys. So, all right, guys, well, have a good week, and I will see you guys again soon. Take care.